What's up, fellow Zam Jammers, and a warm welcome, wamkelekile, and welcome to all the people who are not subscribed and notified to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about why load shedding can be depressing and how to solve that problem. So, if you are not from South Africa and you do not know what this load shedding thing is, it is basically when, for some foreseen or unforeseen reasons, there are power cuts. Maybe it's because the coal has run out, or because we need to distribute the power to the whole of South Africa. That's what happens. I understand that in many parts of the world this is not normal. I know a friend of mine who lived in Austria for many years. The whole time he lived there, once the power cut for 2 seconds and it made frontline news. Okay, so over here it doesn't make frontline news, it's normal. It's like, oh, load shedding. Okay, I don't know how you experience load shedding, but if you're anything like me and you like to plan ahead, maybe you know what you're going to do today. Like today, for example, came from church. The idea was to go to a friend of mine to fix up my car. We need to grind off the rust, but the grinder does need electricity. And well, there was no electricity because we've got stage 4 load shedding. Welcome to stage 4 load shedding, where the power can go off at any point in time. So we had to call that off and postpone it. Now, I know that I don't really like it when things don't go as I plan. I think it's a human thing. We are almost like horses in the races with those flaps on the side of their faces, where, you know, you've got your eyes set on one thing and then, like, you know, that's it. But life isn't like that. You get curved balls, this happens, that happens, and it's not what you expected, but we've got to roll with the punches. We've got to deal with it. So what do? I know when the power cuts and you are planning to do work, or, you know, you are like going to check on your Instagram, or you're going to do this or that, and now there's no Wi-Fi, or now you can't use your computer. What do? You go eat some food, you go take a nap, you go do a bunch of things. I know a lot of people relapse onto their vices, because what else is there to do? There is a lot more that you can do, and falling onto vices when there's nothing to do, because quite honestly, losing power is depressing. It makes you lose your motivation. What do? I mean, this happened to me in the past with, I'm going to relate it to Feast Must Fall and the university story, where we didn't expect what happened. Like, we didn't know when the university was going to open. They didn't tell us this is when the university was going to open. So every day we lived not knowing what's going to happen, and it's depressing. You don't have any incentive to study because, I mean, the test is not going to be when it was supposed to be. I was in the place where I had a routine. Okay, when the university was open, go to university, go to gym between classes, get my homework done before the end of the day, and repeat. Awesome. I was in a great state of mind. Then the university shut down and we didn't know when it was going to open, so I didn't know how to plan, and eventually I was just chilling in my room going through YouTube all the time. It's not good. It's not good. Ultimately, I decided to start my YouTube channel out of that and to do something productive, to make videos, to go to the protests and interview the students. And ultimately that turned into something positive for me, because I just can't stand not getting things done. I don't know if you're the same. The same with load shedding. When the power goes and you weren't expecting it and you don't know what to do, instead of falling onto vices or going to sleep, I mean, sure, if you didn't sleep well the night before and you need sleep, go and have sleep. And if you've been working all the time and you haven't had the chance to eat, go and eat. I'm not saying these things are always bad, but in many cases, when unforeseen circumstances or factors that are outside of our control affect us from doing what we want to do, we don't really sit well with that as humans. I study this in Sociology 101. It doesn't sit well with us as humans. So we need to be proactive in how we deal with these things. One thing I suggest is to have a list of ideas what you can do during load shedding. I made a whole video about this on my channel. Go and check it in the annotations if it is on that side or that side. I don't know. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years and I still don't know which side the annotations come on. I'm guessing it's that side, because when you watch the video it's here and then everything flips around, so it's here. Whatever, check the annotation. It's a list of things you can do when there is load shedding. I'll give you some examples. Spend time with the people who you are with. Come outside of your bubble, and instead of going to do your own missions, go and be with people who are around you. Speak to people. We're humans. We are social beings. Go and do that. Maybe play some board games. Maybe you can go for a walk or a cycle or swim. If you're privileged to be in a coastal city like Port Elizabeth, I miss Port Elizabeth. I'm in Joburg now. Go to the beach. It's great. dopamine for days. Those are all great options to circumvent falling, like just going no good place in your brain. Go and get some fitness, spend time with the people around you. Braai. Guys, we're privileged here in South Africa to have a tradition of braaiing, and braais don't require electricity, so there's something. You can always fall back on a braai. No gaan ons braai. So, there are just a few tips of what you can do when the power goes out. I understand that your workflow may be affected when the power cuts. You can't use your laptop anymore, your computer. I mean, if your laptop is like mine and when the power cuts, the laptop is just dead immediately, just dead, then you can follow my channel, because smartphones these days are really powerful, and with a small little OTG cable you can plug in your keyboard and mouse and do pretty much all the same things: emailing, word processing, you know, that Word document, typing up stuff, image editing, music stuff, a whole bunch of things which you can still do on your cell phone that you would have done on your laptop, so you don't have to let your workflow be impaired. So stay tuned for that. It's going down on my channel. On this channel we like to inform, educate and inspire, and I hope I did some of that today for you in this video. So stay tuned for that. It's going down for real. Now, just some updates what you can expect to see in this next week. A collab I did with another South African YouTuber called VeeJay, and that was what to do if you're a girl approaching a guy you like, and I gave my perspective as a guy. So stay tuned to his channel for that collab. Really cool, because he's collabing and asking people to send him videos, so you don't have to be in the same space to collab. It's awesome. I like what you're doing. Also, that video that I said about, you know, how to actually implement these tools, how to use your cell phone as a computer to continue with your workflow, that's going down on this channel this week. And also a Zam collab I did with Steph eSilver, or Steph3925 as she's called on YouTube, where I just ask her a bunch of questions about her and her channel. So that's what you can expect to see on this channel in the week to come. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit the like button, subscribe and notify, do all the things, and I'd like to hear your feedback. What do you do when the power cuts? Let's get some conversations going in the description below. But that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching once again. Zam Jammer out.